Is bad credit or low credit holding you back? In today's video, I'm going to share with you ways that you can increase your credit score fast. So stick with me till the end of the video so you can get the tips that I have for you and also some bonus information. Hello, welcome to Women's Financial Empowerment Group. I'm your host, Ruth Agbeloso. If you're new here, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Please go ahead and like, share, do all those wonderful things. Oh, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know whenever I upload a new video. On this channel, I discuss all things financial, so you'll want to come back over and over to hear what I have in store for you. I am a financial coach, and it's my job to help you get from point A to point B in your financial journey. So if you think that financial coaching or financial consulting may be right for you, go ahead and see my information in the description box, and let's figure out whether or not we'd be a good fit to work together. Let's get right into today's video. Having a good credit score is important. It's how companies decide what to charge you for interest. It can impact the apartment that you get to rent and how much you get to rent it for. It shows companies your credit worthiness, which really just means, can they trust you with credit? Can they trust you to be able to pay it back? Companies want to know if you're a worthwhile risk to do business with. Your credit score is determined by a few things. It's determined by how long you've had credit for, known as your credit history, how much credit is actually available to you, and how much you use of that credit, how much money you owe, credit inquiries, which basically just means that companies check on your credit profile to see all this information about you. That actually causes your credit score to go down a bit, so you want to keep that in mind. And also what types of credit you have. So whether you have loans, credit cards, and what have you, all of that is taken into consideration, and that gives you your credit profile. If you have bad credit due to mishandling of credit in the past, or if you have low credit due to a short credit history, don't fear. There are some easy things that you can do to get on the right track with your credit and increase your credit score. And the good news is you can fix it on your own in most cases. Here are some easy and simple ways that you can increase your credit score fast. The first one is open accounts that report to the credit bureaus. You can do that by opening secure credit cards, and that way when you pay them off, it reports to the credit bureaus. You can add things such as your rent to report to the credit bureaus, and I had a chance to do that once, and that really helped to boost my credit. It's not always an option, but some companies will give you the option of doing that. If you know that you're always paying your rent on time, that is an excellent way to boost your credit score. Don't miss payments. Whether it's your electric bill, light bill, phone bill, you want to make sure that you pay all of those on time. And one thing that I always advise people to do is set it up on auto pay. That way it'll automatically pay every month. Obviously, if your income is not the best, you want to make sure you have enough money in the bank to cover those expenses when they come through. But the best thing to do to avoid late payments is just make sure you set it up on auto pay. That's what I would advise. Keep your credit card balances low. If you have too much on your credit card, or you even max out your credit card, that definitely sends a bad signal to credit companies. They don't feel like you're credit worthy because A, you're using up too much credit, means that you are relying on credit for your lifestyle. So the lower you keep your balance, the better. I would suggest within 30% of your overall amount of credit or less. Some people do this by having more than one credit card and just spending a little on each, as opposed to putting it all on one credit card. However you do it, just keep in mind to keep your balances super low. And also another recommendation that I usually recommend to my clients is to pay off your credit card every month. Just pay it off every month. I have rewards cards that I like to use, so I'll go ahead and put a charge on, let it stay on for a few days, and then I will pay it off so that I don't have this hefty balance at the end of the month. So that's what I would suggest. Just do things to avoid your balance being super high. Another tip is to not apply for new credit too often. So for instance, if you applied for a credit card today and then next week you apply for a car loan and the next time you get a student loan, it's just too much. Too many things happening too quickly on your credit account. So you want to minimize the amount of new credit you apply for each time. The other thing I would recommend doing is checking your account annually. And you can do that for free. So if you get onto a website and they are charging you for this, you don't need to pay for it. You can get it done for free. Go to annualcreditreports.com. The link is in the description. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. They don't charge a fee, but it's very necessary for you to know what's on your credit history. A bonus tip for you is to check your credit history periodically to make sure that there aren't any fraudulent charges or any mistakes on there. Doing so will allow you to be on the know before something happens or before things get out of hand, because you don't want a situation where your information has been stolen and you find out too late. Doing periodic checks of your credit report keeps you in the know, and it also helps you to avoid mistakes down the line. This way you can contact companies and let them know what's going on, or ask questions about certain things that don't make sense on your credit score. Another bonus tip I want to share, back when I talked about paying your bills on time, I would say also, if you find yourself in a situation where you're not able to pay your bill for that month, contact your creditors and let them know your situation and see if they could move your payment due date back a little bit or whatever else they can do for you so that it's not reported to the credit bureau. You want to be proactive. That's the key thing when it comes to managing your credit score. You want to be proactive. You don't want to just let things slide or let things happen. Use some of these easy ways that you can just do it yourself. Oh, one more tip I have for you. If you have low credit due to a short credit history, one of the things that you can do to boost your credit as well is to ride along with someone else who has great credit. You can be signed up as an authorized user on their credit card account, and then that can help boost your credit as well. Now, you don't even need to have a card. So if they're worried about, you're going to spend too much or what have you, you don't even need to collect the card from them. You just need to know that they have very good credit history. They pay their bills on time, all of that stuff, and they have a good credit score. And then by making you an authorized user on their account, it will help boost your credit score. I hope that was helpful to you. Those are just some ways that you can increase your credit score fast. Let me know in the comments section which ones you've tried or which ones you're going to try to boost your credit score. If you want to work on getting your financial house in order, go ahead and see my information in the description box, and let's figure out whether or not we'd be a good fit to work together. If you haven't liked this video yet, please go ahead and like it, share it, comment, all those wonderful things that really help this channel to grow. And remember, change your mind, change your pocketbook.